70% of Americans feel helpless sad when someone nearby is in cardiac arrest because they either don't know how to administer cardiopulmonary resuscitation, otherwise known as CPR, or it has been too long since their last training. CPR is a life-saving technique that is useful in many emergency situations, such as someone with a heart attack or a near-drowning experience. Unfortunately, about 90% of people who experience cardiac arrest pass away before making it to the hospital. Many medical experts say if people were more familiar with CPR, they could save more lives. Real events have taught us that on-the-spot or immediate CPR can double or triple the person's chance of survival. The objective of this presentation is to persuade you to learn how to perform CPR on adults without an AED. Being a lifeguard, I'm required to learn how to perform CPR in case of emergencies. You don't have to be an expert in CPR to save a life, but attending a CPR class should be added to your to-do list. Recommendations for people untrained in CPR but find themselves next to someone in cardiac arrest include performing hands-on CPR chest compressions until paramedics arrive. Say you're walking through a park and suddenly someone laying on the floor has no signs of breathing. What are you going to do? Stand there, call 911, or perform CPR and maybe save their life. In this case, I will dial 911 and put the phone on speaker. That way you can effectively perform CPR and talk to the person on the other line. When walking up on the scene, the very first thing you want to do is survey the scene. Walk around the body and make sure nothing could potentially injure yourself.
Scene is safe.
Do an initial check. Look for responsiveness and other signs of breathing. If there are no obvious signs of breathing, check for a pulse in the carotid artery.
Hello, ma'am, are you okay? No response. Do a pulse check.
Be sure to tilt the head back and open the airway.
1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000.
When you're checking for the pulse, be sure to use your middle and index finger on the carotid artery. This should take about 10 seconds, as shown. 1 1000, 2 1000. If no pulse is found, then begin CPR. But before you begin, you need to make sure that your hands are in the proper placement and your knees at the armpit and the hip. The palm of your hand should be placed between the nipple line. Never lower or you can break the xylophone and puncture your lung. Once you make sure that the hand placement is correct, you are ready to begin with a ratio of 2 breaths for every 30 compressions. The compression should be about 2 inches in depth at about 100 compressions per minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Breathe, breathe. Keep going.
After 30 compressions, you move to the head and make your 2 breaths until help has arrived or another person has takes over or shows signs of life. If a person does show signs of life, you will put them in the rescue position with one leg bent and their arm and the opposite arm to protect their head. And this is going to be In my life, I have seen this happen firsthand on my best friend. She had no signs of life and her lips were blue. Her mom had me call 911 as she performed CPR. It was too late though. My best friend went to sleep that night and didn't wake up for a softball game the next morning. Cause of death was due to an alarm shot. As there was nothing we could do, we still tried. This could be the difference of life or death. It is important to know that you perform the importance of CPR. You can get hands-on training and get your CPR certification here locally at Curtis Bond CPR First or CPR Lifelines.